always about Pluto's rise of the same black masculine. Full screen, full screen. Thank you. All right. Good evening. I think I may not need this. All right. Good evening, everyone. I hope we're here. We have a long way to go today. All right. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. We're getting in. We're getting in. Okay. Just a second. All right. Yeah, thank you. Day was good. Let's clock in as much as we can. Okay. We are behind time. 4 minutes already. So I wanted to ask, how's our work been? Have we been putting up our projects? Don't she go admin now? Don't bring this slides yet. That's right. All right. Yeah. Thank you very much. So, how's the week been so far? Can we get, if you can recall what we did last Monday and Tuesday, can we be getting feedbacks? Can we be getting feedbacks? Thank you. Let me know what we have gotten. I would have loved to do a quick recap so that we can connect what we have been learning to where we are going today. All right, all right. Okay. User journey and persona. Hey, God, I beg you. That cannot be all I've taught you. Between Monday and Tuesday. I hope you know you have quizzes for this. You have um, exams. You have questions that you're going to take, and it's going to determine a lot. It's going to determine a lot. I hope we know that. It's going to determine a lot. So let's get ready. Exactly. Design thinking, edit. So we follow structured process so that you not just take the knowledge in a scattered way. Design thinking, we have, that's why I said edit, the empathize, design, ideate. So by the time you say use of Scamper, Crazy 8, and empathy maps, that is scattered. Scamper, Crazy 8 are just under, ideate. Empathy map is under define. So learn to put a structure around your learning when you're learning, okay? If you don't put structure around it, you find yourself just learning anyhow and it will not have structure. Okay, sorry, just a minute. Okay, yes, and to not have structure for you, to not have learning, to not have learning for you, and you find yourself struggling to keep up with the knowledge. But quickly, let's get to. We did not stop at crazy eight. Well aware we did not stop at crazy eight. We left crazy eight a long time ago. So, but then let's move on. We have moved from crazy eight into, yes, exactly. We stopped at prototype, but we're not going to it heavily. All right. So we're gonna bring up prototype. But before we bring up the prototype, I want you to talk about your product and what you have done on it. I want you to know that the things we tell you to do, you can bring up my slide now. Thank you. The things we tell you to do as part of, when we are talking, is as regards the product you are building. It's as regards the product you are building. They may not be the assignments you will answer in class and all of that. So, in case you are not doing that, let me just tell you what it will be. It will mean you may not really be a builder per se. So, you'll be that person who probably have gone through the class, but with little to show for it. Okay? But if you are keeping up, I know I used to give some things for us to do in class. They are more like coaching techniques for you to be able to work on your product. So, if I may ask so far, what have you been able to do about your products? I would like to have feedbacks. Thank you. I would like to have feedbacks. There are things we just mentioned in class. Maybe we say do this, do that. A few things I will say you should do concerning your sorry, concerning your product. If you have not been doing it, your product will, the only thing you will have right now is an idea with nothing. So I want to ask, what have you been doing about our products? Anyone that want to type what you have been doing, I'm waiting in the comment section before we launch deep into today's class. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm waiting. Just write your product name, the idea, and what you have been doing about what you have been able to do so far. This is your week 5, I believe. This is your fifth week. So you've spent 5 weeks learning product management. For many of you who may not know, so you're no longer a beginner. You're no longer at the beginning phase. So there should be something you know. There should be something you have now. I'm still in the comment section. I'm trying to look. Okay, Ibukun Elizabeth. I've written my PRD. Also sent out my research questions to people. Thank you. So what product are you working on, Ibukun? What's the name of your product and what's the what's the product about? Ibukun Elizabeth, what is the name of your product and what is the product about? So that we can use that now that we're going into prototype. Prototype is where we have a lot of work to do. Okay, AI tutor for students. Okay, Jonathan Oni. Okay, okay. So, Ibukun Elizabeth, you're building an app for purchasing home furniture online. So, Ibukun will be working together. We'll be using your product for the prototype session. Even though I would have loved to use about said this app, the reason is because if she's online, the reason is because we have done a lot of work on it since the beginning of the class. So it's good to just pick up from there for today. If we pick another product, we have to start, because of this part of Figma. If we pick another product, we have to start building persona again. We have to start building objectives and all of that. So about say your product name again and what it does so that we can continue with your product for the sake of understanding, please. Just for the sake of understanding. If I decide to pick another product now, we have to start the building blocks all over again. Yeah. And to take time. Apologies, Ibukun. But I hope you're able to just this is because if you notice from the week that you started your product, yeah, parent power. Thank you. From the week that you started products, from the first week when you did introduction, every other week has been very, very practical. Yes, I know that I took you value proposition. You should have done you by now. You should have run your product through those things we taught you under value proposition, and you should have a solid product idea. My colleague came over again and taught you guys how to prioritize your features, how to do your PRD. Simply, broke it down very well. From there, my colleague came again, and she taught you about what last week. That's about product launch. You know, then now we're taking you to design thinking. So there are practical things I believe you should. So each time you finish a class, don't just close your laptop. Don't just go sleep. Go and pick up your products and use those things to work on it. In case you don't know, by the end of this class, you should be able to have something that you'll be able to call up some people and say, I'm working on this thing. Oh, can you join me? That's what it means to learn. I always say it. Africa learns with it as if learning is makeup. Let me just rub it on my face and wash it away. Let me just have BSc. Let me have MBA. Let me have PhD. We don't learn with the intent to create with it. We learn so that we can consume, learn enough to get a job and make money and then consume, not create. And that's why we're always at the far back of learning. So, of course, we're going to give you your questions are being set up already. They're going to have certificates. But beyond that, I want you guys to leave this place with a good product idea and would have carried you through steps. That's why I'm doing all of this. It's sometimes I take your class is 2 hours. I take a lot, if not the entire week, to prepare and look for how to break it down for you guys to get it. So I don't want us to just um, take it as knowledge. No, see it as practical sessions. I've given you guys a lot of things. Watch Y Combinator. Please, if you have done that, that's good for you. I've spoken to you guys about Harvard Business School. If you go and watch their product ideation sessions, in fact, they are almost like this most of the times, you know. And I can tell you that many of those in those ideation sessions are top CEOs, top founders who have paid a lot to be in those classes just because they want to refine their product idea. And that's what we have done this session. Myself, Damila, and BC have ensured that this is not just theory. And your questions are like that. You will not find any question that is asking you what is prototype. No, they are practical questions that will make you see if you are really ready to take your product to the market. So you are builders. You are not just aspiring product managers. You are builders. You are people who want to change the world. Let me tell you something. There's a particular school. It's in China now, and then Stanford University. They don't train their students with the mindset that you go and get a job. For every student they train, before you leave that school, you must start something and register it. So I believe that before you leave this place, many of you will be calling your lawyers to register these ideas. You'll be calling your lawyers to register startups. Start, just start. There's a good thing about life. Take action. Start, register. By now, you should have a PRD for your product. By now, you should have done Google research for your product. By now, you should have run your product through the 3 C's. You should have SWOT analysis for yourself. You should have 3 C's. You should have all of these things. And you have checked your company, your competitors. You should have your ideal customer. You should have a persona page already. By now, you should have your go-to-market plan according to what my friend BC taught you. By what Damila taught you, you should have your PRD. You should have prioritized your feature by now. Currently, you should be ready to have at least a simple prototype of your product, no matter how hard. And that's what I'm going to take you through today. We have a long way to go, so let's fire. Um, Please, guys, I want you to be with me today, 24/7. Don't look away. If you look away a second, you have missed. So stay. Let's go. I'm really trying to buy time because we're 68, and we used to be about 150. And I'm hoping because people come online now, you have to come back. They have to tell you to come back, and it's a lot for me, but I have to do it. So instead of coming back, let me see if I can give people another 3 minutes. Please go to your groups. Go to your groups. Good evening, Jennifer. Good evening, Eric. Good evening, Kate. Go to your group. Let them know we have started. We're online. We're outside, as they used to say, and let them join us quickly. We'll be launching heavily. Thank you. Permit me to take some water. I mean, just thank you. So, and to become the go-to digital marketing, digital companion for working parents, helping them maintain. Let me see. Can you? Is there a way we can pin this comment? I need that comment because we are going to use it. Let me not waste time. I let me take you through these slides very fast because prototyping has changed. Okay, this was prototyping as at last year. Whatever you have here. Okay, thank you. That's for Abosede. Thank you, admin. You're on fire. So this is prototyping as at last year, and I will tell you why. So I will take you fast. The prototype design process. This is it. It's simple. Prototyping is not hard. What you are trying to do is that you've thought about your idea. You should have an understanding of how you want your application to look. Is that okay? You should have an understanding of how you want your application to look. So you should be able to sketch some kind of process for your designer or for your developer for them to understand what you're doing. Okay. Now, before this, is what people used to do. In fact, they used to draw it inside paper. So prototyping is three steps. Number one, you can sketch things on paper. From there, you can do low fidelity. For low fidelity, there are tools you can use. You can use Figma. There is one Bismisa. I use it today. Yes, you can use Ballasmic. This is Ballasmic. Balsamic. Balsamic is easy to use. It's not hard at all. It's like an empty place. Okay. So balsamic, you can write it down. Balsamiq. Balsamic. Balsamiq is a tool they use for prototyping. But hold on. Okay. These tools are in the past. That's just the truth. That's why I say, as a product manager, don't be a tool junkie. Thing wey dey take shine today fit change by next week. And I will tell you why. Now in balsamic, don't forget this is not the application. You are just trying to create something. Let me help you guys. You will get it. So all right. So let me help you here. Let's not even get complex. There are four steps to prototyping. Number one, they're going to do it on paper. That paper is rough sketch, it's ugly, but at least you will draw the number of screens you want. Don't forget you're the product manager here. The designer does not know what you're doing. The developer does not know. You have your PRD, you have all of that, but this is you owning your design process. Prototyping is where all of you have been doing empathy, define, ideate. You are bringing it out for people to see it. When you've gotten, oh my God, I missed the meeting. Okay, when you've gotten to this phase, the first step that you're looking at here is like a sketch on paper. You said that it's rough, right? The second step is what you can do on Figma. Let me go there fast. Balsamic. Second test step is what you can do on Figma. You will no longer use FigJam. It's no longer FigJam you will use. For this part, you have to change from Figma, from FigJam. It's no longer FigJam you will use. You will just use let me just open a new file. It's not even hard. Let me go to create design now. You can create a design. But even Figma has changed. There's a lot of AI involved now. But let me not use anything AI here for us to get it. So you go to design. It's not hard. Pages. You can come here. You are not doing so much. You want to log in. You can start with frame. Okay. You draw a frame. Let me know. Maybe I have from 16 plus. You have drawn a frame. Do you understand? As a designer, you are not a designer. You are just the product manager. So what you are trying to do is simple. Log in. What will login have? Maybe login has a box, first box. Maybe you want it to have a box. Login. You want to have a text above it. Do you understand? Just a minute though. You type your text. Login. You are not doing too much. You are just prototyping at the basic level. Your this wireframe part Now there are two things you can the UI UX person can do this wireframe for you. You can also do it yourself. Let me You can do it yourself. Now again, like I said, this was 2 years ago. All of these things has changed. So of course, just come here, pick your box, drop the box for login. That one has gone. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Draw the box for login. If you want to, you can see that this is your my screen is not so large. You can zoom on your own system. Maybe login as one box. You can you Yeah, so when I'm doing UI, sorry, I do control CV a lot, so it saves my time. So instead of login, this could be username, okay? This could be, don't stress yourself about the perfection. What you're doing, password, you understand? Maybe login page. You may want to have some other forms or sentences here, maybe just something about um your product, just some sentence. Okay, my login with your username and password, contact admin. So it's wireframe. Do you know what they call wireframe? When you see all these buildings that are not high, that are not they have not done it, it's just wireframe. It doesn't have to have color, it doesn't have to have anything. Okay, exactly. You're not doing too much. So that's what they call low fidelity digital prototyping. So the first one, you are trying to sketch it on paper. You can do this one. Second one is low fidelity digital prototyping. You are not doing too much here. It's just a frame. But the thing you are doing is that the designer will understand how many pages you are going, and you can do as many pages as possible. You can select the entire frame and duplicate it. Do you understand? Now I've duplicated the entire frame. Sorry. If you want to do login, I'm not teaching design class, but it's not hard at all. It's not hard. Don't see, I'm deliberately opening these apps in class, not because you guys can see it or because you guys automatically understand it, but to not be afraid of it. One of the things that affects us is that we get afraid of tools. Hey, what to delay by which one is this again? No, all these things. It's the simplest thing ever. You will not see any of us, three of us, with I will tell you product management is that it's simple. If you want to duplicate, some people press Ctrl V and C. I don't waste my time. I click the entire folder, just hold your Alt key, it will duplicate. And like I tell you, there are laws. So design is the same all over the world. So the second one now, this one is law. This one is okay. Maybe sign up may have more button. Maybe username, password, and sign up may have more button, Abi. So maybe username, let me see, password, maybe all of that. It may have more button. I have another screen. I might want to use this screen for something else. Do you understand? I might want to use the second one for something else. Maybe this one is for my forgot password. Okay. So forgot password probably have one place. Just a minute. It can have email. Exactly. Exactly. As many as you want it to have. And don't forget that when you were doing your scamper, you already downloaded different applications. So as you are downloading, you are writing down. But let me tell you something. Before you get to this phase, I'm sorry, I jumped. Before you get to this phase, there is something we used to do. User journey map. User journey map. So it's user flow. In user journey map, there are four shapes. So let's work together on about this application. There are four shapes. Your hold on. Your box is for screen. Your what's the name of this thing called? Your whatever room box is for decision. Your circle is for start or end. Your arrow is for connection. You can use any tool for this. You can use any tool for this. There are plenty tools online to use. I can even tell you that there are plenty tools. Exactly, Latitude Thomas. It's not difficult at all. Thank you. There are plenty tools for this. But the question is, most times, many of you need to know that you were the one who did the research, not the designer. You were the one who did the research, not the designer. So they may not know the number of processes your application will need. This you need this particular tool, you need this particular thing called user flow to help your designer to understand the number of screens he or she are going to work on. And you cannot just have one user flow, you need to have plenty user flows. Let me show you something. Um, one of in our last one of the persons I worked with was working on one application. I want to show you the number of user flows they had to do because of the number of users that worked on it. I will show you now because I can't draw, but we will try to draw user flow for just one of the flows for Abosede. Okay. Just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. So I will show you. Yes, exactly. You withdraw for as many flows. You know, when you say user flow, who can define user flow? Who can design user flow? We say user flow is visual representation of a user's interaction with a product or services. It will illustrate each of the steps they are taking on your product. It will even see most product managers will not draw this. They will lead everything to product designer. But let me tell you what that does to you. You will have little understanding of the product. Do you understand? You will have little understanding of parallelogram. Thank you, Daniel. You will have little understanding of the product. When people are talking about the product, sorry, just a minute, you may be lost. Exactly. It's sorry, just a minute. I'm trying to look for I know I worked I'm trying to look for a user flow link we have done so that you can see how many flows you need to do. It's not just one. There are different processes on your application that you have to draw flows for. Okay? Let me find. I will share my screen once I'm sure that's the particular one I'm looking for. Um, okay, let me see. Is this it? Okay, 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 okay. I think it's looking like it. I will show you. So I will show you and I will walk you through one. We'll draw one together. Okay, now no worry. Yes, yes, you can do user flow for each feature in your BRD. It's work. But let me tell you something, by the time you do it, even you will know that you are a manager. Nobody go need tell you. Exactly wisdom. You have to be each step ahead of your. Let me show you one. Now, look at this. I don't want to waste your time. But this was done on Miro. You can do this anywhere. You can use Figma, but the thing is, some applications are better for you. Really, they are better for you. I have a but we'll do it together. Now look at this. This will help you to know the number of screens you are going to do and the decision. When I walk you through this app, you will understand. Now, let me talk to you about this product. This is an EduFund product. It's a product for education. Please hope you guys are following me. I don't want you to be lost at all. Don't get busy. Just stay with me. You will get it. This is a product for education. The first thing we did, you will draw your arrows around so that you not forget. start, page, process action, decision point. Don't forget these four buttons, these four elements. Okay, the elements of a user flow are these four. It's an edu fund, so it's a platform where parents can request, fund for their teachers, can request funds for children and all of that. So these are the steps. The start journey is when they visit the website. Okay, this is just like an holistic um, user flow for the entire app. So there's something. This is just like a process flow. So in can I help? There's something they call technology process optimization. There's something called technology process optimization in technology, where you must have the entire knowledge of a journey. And one of the things, for instance, um, let's say for example, let's say they call you to a school and they say we want to adopt AI for all our teaching process. The first thing you have to do, you have to draw the full process optimization from the beginning of your project to the end of the project, so that you can know each step you must take. So in technology process optimization, it's called each strategic step you must take on that project to ensure that you don't miss a point. Okay, so that one has existed. It was just borrowed into UI UX. In fact, the applications for it in my MBA class, the application I used for it was different entirely. I hope I can still remember. Let me see. Um, if I can still remember, it's not even here anymore. Yes, it's not here anymore. But that thing was borrowed into UI UX. So if you want to do an application first, you can even draw this for yourself. Now look at this. We said, okay, even if the Miro works on phone, Ayomide, can you imagine doing this thing on your phone? They will blow rapture before you finish now. Do you understand? Some of these things work on phone, but you can imagine the stress. Maybe if you use Samsung Fold or you're using a tab, maybe you can be better off. Do you get? But it's better on laptop. Huh? Let's move on. Sorry, I really need, this is our last class and I want you to get everything I planned for this thing. So I may be a bit faster. Apologies, please. So the first step for this app is an education app. We said visit websites. Okay. And you can also, the good thing about Miro is that you can drop some sticky notes to write some things. You can do this on any app. You can do this on Figma, but I prefer Miro. Sorry. You can put, okay, user visit EduFund website and click register. Click sign up as a school. See the processes, enter CAC number, then system automatically, look at how we put the system automatically fetches school name, address, and location from CAC portal. This is an API. So assuming Nigeria has API, this will work. Does the CAC number exist? This is the decision point. If the CAC number does not exist, it's a no. If you show error, it's a yes. So this is what a user flow is literally. So you can see this page, okay, and we've gone to the end, blah blah blah. Now let's go to the main flow. This flow is for school verification. This is a school verification flow. I didn't even do this. It is one of this person that did this was in the last year class, and this person has gone ahead currently to win 2 hackathons. Do you understand? So like we said, don't take it as you are a student. You are not a student, you are a builder. So there's a lot to do. So let me not waste all our time. Let's do this for let's do a simple user flow for about a day. Let's do a simple user flow for you. Crazy 8, yeah. Share this tab. I'm not doing crazy 8. So let me go back out. Let me go back out. Let me create new. Let me just pick a template. I really don't want to waste my time. The good thing about this thing is that you can see template fast and move on. So let me use this user flow. Exactly. It's flow charts. The same thing. Flow chart. So you just understand the flow. Now, I've done my template from. You see why I'm using Miro? There's already something I can start with for me. So this is just a template. But let's go. So let's start with what's your name now? Abosede. So let's assume it's a parent, right? Let's assume it's a parent. The journey is start. So let's just do 5 flow. Miro is well, Miro has paid version, but you can still use the free. It's on my laptop. I'm sharing it to you from my laptop. I'm sharing it to you from my laptop. So by the time you click a template, click user flow, and you can go. So if you click, so let's go together. If you start, what's the next thing you're doing? Log in, right? Or maybe sign up. But as a as an application, you guys are not following me. Oh. If you pick that parent app, you have downloaded this on your phone. What's the first thing you want to see? Is it sign up? The moment you downloaded it the first time, you open it. What's the first thing you want to see? Quickly, quickly, quickly. Let's do this user flow fast. What's the first thing you want to see? I'm not sure login is good. If this is the first time they're launching the application, this is the first time they're launching the application. Somebody said welcome. Welcome screens, maybe one or two. I think that's better. I think that's better. Where is the arrow? Okay, somebody said landing. Where is the mobile application? Welcome screens. Login. Now we can look at sign up, right? Yes, create account. That's sign up. Exactly. No, they are not making a decision yet. Decision shape is, let me show you. Let's go back. Decision shape is the parallelogram. I don't well, I will just call it. Can you see? Decision make is that kite. That's decision. The square shape is normal square. It's normal square shape. I'm waiting. Oh, after signing up, what do we have? There should be a decision point there. What a decision point does is that it leads you to do two things. I'm coming on. Hmm. 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 Sorry, just a minute. I want to just copy and paste. That's stressing myself. Oh, thank Can we have test in the beginning? So, if someone sign up, why should there be? What are the two possibilities that happen when you sign up? Of course, this is a new user. What are the two possibilities that may happen when you sign up on this parent app? I'm listening. I'm waiting. No, no, no. Of course, don't forget. Okay, this is a new user. We are drawing a user flow. Let me say, let me even label it so that we'll not waste our time. Because I think, don't worry. Let me. The good thing is that you guys are not afraid to learn something new, and that's very good. It may be hard today, by tomorrow you would have been masters of it. Okay, you pick your arrow here. You can connect. You can pick your arrow. You can connect anything. You pick your arrow. You connect. I'm asking you guys a question. Oh. Write down, Jerry. Start represents the journey of even opening the app at all. Do you understand? Exactly. Thank you, Olatunji Thomas. There could either be a successful sign up or a fail sign up. So, if it's a successful sign up, let's say, let me try to paint. Sorry, let's just try to paint this so that we can. Let me try to paint this so that we can move for the sake of what's wrong with this one? Okay, but there's no need. There are things I want to bring out here. If you sign up, you could have been successful. So if you are successful, you progress to the next step, right? Let me just let's just stop here. You progress to the next step. Say login. Say okay. Let's say homepage now. But that's what user flow just is. Now this doesn't have to be perfect. This doesn't have to be perfect, really. You see what you have here. This does not have to be perfect, like I said. You can always come back to this thing. It's your it's your work. Do you understand? If this was good, you can go to your own page. If it was bad, I'm coming. I just want to pick my element. Now, you are a new product manager. It does not always have to be what? To be perfect. You can always come back and correct it. The good thing is you are redrawing. If it was bad, for instance, if you try to log in on an application and it is bad, what do? You come back to sign up. Do you understand? You come back, you are not going to pick a straight line arrow, you pick a connector arrow, you come back to sign up. This will also help the developer to know that in case somebody, you're going to label it um, unconfirmed, maybe unconfirmed data or something, just put it there. It will also help the developer to know what they are doing when they are developing. That if I'm going this way, if I'm coding, if it works, okay, let's say confirmed. It could be email, it could be name is fine. So this is a decision point. And you can label decision point too. Like decision points are always like questions, okay? In process optimization, it's like questions. Successful. It can be bigger than this. So if you are doing software architecture, it's a different ball game. Okay. Successful sign-ups. If it's successful, if we can confirm successful sign-ups, no wala. Make the person they go now. So progress to login. Okay. Person can progress to login. If it's fine, exactly. So don't forget what we did is small. What we did is small. You can imagine how much of this you want to do. So by the time you continue, this thing may get to a place where it looks exceedingly complex. And when somebody comes and sees that complex thing, he wonders, about it, how did you draw all of these things? Step by step, keep going. Sometimes probe it. See, do this thing to the point that is in your dreams, you are dreaming about it. Do you understand? Sometimes probe it. Wait. I said they will add a new child there. But wait, when they add the last child, I forgot a confirmation page. There's supposed to be a confirmation page. There's supposed to be a confirmation page. And so you need to confirm if the details are correct. Then you now approve before you now start adding the new child. Let me go. I did that, and that process was wrong. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you will do all of that. So when you have done this user flow step, it's now easy for you to now carry this user flow and come to Figma. Now, how many steps, how many things are we going to draw here now? On Figma now, we can now have this. In fact, from sign up, person might not go to home page, person might go to login. Yes, person might go to login before they now go to, sorry, person might go to login before they now go to home page. The person might go to login before they now go to home page. And don't forget, the moment you have done one, don't forget to always use your copy and paste. If you're on Figma, just hold your alt and keep moving. Are you guys still with me? Are you lost? Are you found? It's very easy, for real. It's very, very easy. You people did maths in school, you did exams, you did tests. Do you understand? You did WIAC, you did JAM. The only difference is that you are not used to this thing. Sure, you get. That's the only difference. I'm telling you. It's just that it is not something you have been doing. It's not hard at all. The moment you start doing it, you realize that it's simple. Even UI US, nothing is me. Oh, nothing is hard on net. I've not seen that thing. The only difference is that you wrote WIAC, you wrote JAMB, you passed. It's simple. Many of you even cook crazy meals. So don't be afraid of these things. It's just because you are not exposed to it. But now you are getting exposed to it. So this is what you have done for user flow. And you can keep going on and on. For instance, you can even have a flow for out some now that's why these things you can sketch on paper fast before you even come here. By the time you come here, you can now carry this thing and convert it to Figma. Now, after user flow, you can now think of wireframes. Now you may jump all this process. If your designer say, I understand, don't worry, move on. Don't be a tool junkie. Don't say, yeah, even if you understand, I will still do my wireframe. Everybody must know I learned this thing. Don't be, don't waste your time. Do you understand? If you do your user flow, your designer is good fly. The last at least 5 solutions I've worked on would not do this particular part of it. A lot of times, if you do your user flow well, let me just help you. If you do your user flow well, like this, if anything, just be adding sticky notes to some parts. Do you understand? Just be adding sticky notes like I'm doing here. Just be adding sticky notes and put instructions on it. Just be adding sticky notes. Maybe design 3 welcome screens to show different to show 3 key characteristics of the app. You can see use pictures of parents and their children. You are good to go. Move on. Now they follow me. Do you understand? The idea, this is communication for this is how you communicate with your product designer. By the time they see this, they are moving on. They know what you want already. So you may not even do wireframe if you have seen this. Maybe you get to a place and it's hard. You can, even if there's a place you do not perfect very well, you can put it there, and by the time you click your I'm back. Okay. Apologies. We had an abrupt disruption, so I had to literally restart everything. Thank God for speed. Meanwhile, we have 2 minutes. Before that, let me just give us advantages of why we do this user flow, and then we can come back on break to see other parts of prototype and then testing. Number one, it helps you understand how users move through your product. That's why you do your user flow. Number two, it helps you understand where users might face challenges or get confused, because you yourself will see areas of confusion. You will see areas you need to straighten out. Three, it improves the overall experience. Okay, the overall experience by getting better design, guiding better design decisions. Four, it keeps the team aligned on how the product should work. Five, it makes it easier to test and improve the product usability. Then it helps to build your MVP. It helps to build your MVP. So let's go on break. We'll take it over by 8:05 and fire. Thank you. We apologize for the disruption again. We'll see you. Okay. Are we good? Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're here. All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So before we went on break, I was showing you on the benefits of just a minute. Just a minute. Okay. Where was that particular slide? I was showing you the benefits. Okay, I found it. Okay. So I was showing you guys the benefits of using doing your user flow. No matter what you're doing, the benefits are simple. You let me go over it because many were not here. It will help you to understand how users move through your product. Number two, it identifies where users might face challenges or get confused. You yourself would have seen the process. If you draw um, if you draw this kind of thing, you would have seen where the issues may be, and you will understand how to help the users. Whatever confusion the users are going to see, you would have experienced it too. Okay? Whatever confusion the users are going to experience, you saw it first. So what it will do to you is that it helps you to mitigate those challenges before they even come. Like I said, another point is that it improves the overall user experience. How? You would have seen where the experience used to be stressful or cumbersome, okay? And you'll be able to fix it. Are we all there? You will have seen the steps in the journey that is a bit ambiguous, and you'll be able to fix it. You would correct it. The user because the user flow, it doesn't take much time to correct. It's just a small, simple diagram you are trying to do. So it doesn't take much time to correct. You won't waste a lot of time on that. Okay? One of it is it keeps the team aligned on how the product should work. When you're building a product, don't forget that you are the only one who has thought about the product. Others haven't. So user flow and all of those sticky notes you're adding, it helps everybody to understand how these things supposed to be. Nobody will be confused. People will understand what you're doing. They understand the process. They understand the flow. When you show an engineer, they understand. When you show a designer, they know, oh, okay, oh, log, okay, okay, okay. I know this product already. Okay. Just a minute. I'm trying to go back to our user flow and it just keeps loading. Just a minute. All right. But moving fast, apart from the benefits of user flow, you can see these are user flow examples we have drawn over time. You can use sketch and all of that. You can sketch with your pen. I've discussed this earlier on. You can sketch with your Figma and every other. Before we go to testing, I would go to a particular slide. I will come back to testing. Now let's discuss some tools, some AIs in prototyping. So let's start with prompt engineering for product managers. So for product managers, yeah, you need to understand prompt engineering. You need to understand prompt engineering. Now, what prompt engineering will do is number one, it enhances you in your AI prototyping. And I will explain because I'm going to take you through prototyping with AI now. But you cannot prototype well if you are not good in prompt engineering. Okay? Now, there are some things we call the 4S of prompt engineering. 4S of prompt engineering. The first of them is specificity. You must be very specific. The reason why AI give many of us rubbish when we're typing to ChatGPT is that we just say, let's do it together. Specificity. Let me use a particular AI now to get something. And let me show you what I'm doing here. Now, I've shown you how to use Figma and Miro to do things from the scratch. Now, I'll just show you some things with AI. This is DeepSeek. I'm using DeepSeek here. I could use ChatGPT. I just want to see something. Now, for many of us, what we'll have done, we are not specific. Prompt engineering is very simple. But if you are not specific, you're going to get rubbish. So things have changed. So, for instance, I could say I am working on parent power, an application for parents. Give me the user flow. This is a wrong way to use AI because there are four laws. It must be specific. Do you understand? Now, of course, I'm getting results. Onboarding flow, returning user, call user flow, but many of you will now go ahead with this thing and you will use this thing to draw your user flow on Miro. Okay, or splash screen, you will draw welcome screen, sign up, login, email. It actually tried. So you see, instead of you thinking from the scratch with AI now, you can now at least you know the screens to draw on your user flow faster. So as a product manager, if you understand how to bring in AI into your process, it makes things faster. But let me show you something else. Now, many of you can zoom my screen. There are four laws of AI prompt engineering. One of them is specificity. You must be specific, precise instructions. Because there's a lot of WYSIWYG going on with AI. What is WYSIWYG? What you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. So, again, structure, logical format. If your structure is funny, AI will give you nonsense. Then another one is simplicity, concise prompts. Don't, because you want to be specific, type 12 paragraphs. The last one is strategy. So be specific, be simple, be structured, and have strategy. Choosing the best method for the task. Specificity, simplicity, structure, and strategy. Those are the four keys of what? Of prototyping. I mean, of this is not prototyping yet. These are the four keys of AI prompting or prompt engineering: specificity, simplicity, structure, and strategy. Specificity, that is precise instructions. Simplicity, that is concise prompts. Structure means logical formats. Then strategy, you're choosing the best method. Now, we just said parent power. Now, let me come again. What you do first is don't rush it. Don't rush it. Now, look at me. Now, see what I will do. I I am working on an application for parents power. The application will help parents manage children better, but with the aim to foster the connection. Now, I've done that. Generate an onboarding flow for a parent as a first time user. Do you understand? Show show key decision. See what I'm doing? Because you are not going to write a prompt like an ordinary person. You are still a product manager. So you have to use some key terms that show you know what you are doing. So show key decision points in the flow so it's easy to represent on a flow chart. Now, let's see what it gives you. Now, I did not see what I did. There is specificity. It's not just yeah. Now, see what I did. I did not tell you to do everything at once because as a product manager, you need to learn this. I did not tell you to do everything at once. I broke it down. If you zoom your screen, you can see my instruction. I broke it down. I'm telling you, I'm taking you through this because of the next, because if you want to now use it in prototyping, because you're going to use this thing in prototyping and you will see, and we're not going to use DeepSeek. I'll show you another AI tool that you can use. So look at this. Now, see the way he broke it down and he drew it for me. Do you understand? He went ahead and drew the flow. Now, I don't even mind if the flow is correct. I don't care. I can now come here to read. Okay, can you see what he has done? Splash screen, app logo, decision point, new user, we go to welcome. You can zoom let me zoom my screen so that you can see. Now, because of the instruction I typed, look at my instructions. Look at my instructions. I'm working on an application for parents power. The application will help parents to manage children better, but with the aim to foster deep connection. Generate an onboarding flow for a parent as a first-time user. Show key decision points in the flow so it's easy to represent on a flow chart. Now, I followed my 4 laws. I'm not typing as an average user who just heard about AI. I'm a product manager. Now, moving on. See what it did. Here is an onboarding flow for parent power. Now, look at what it did. I only asked for onboarding flow, not everything. Just one. Now, see the onboarding flow. It says splash screen, app logo plus tagline. So that's the first screen. Did you think about this before? No. Now, this is where you bring AI in as a product manager. It has done that for you. So you will add this to your Miro that you did not add before. It's about said in this class. You will add this to your Miro as you have not done before. Next, you have a decision point. New user, we go to your welcome screen. Returning user can skip to login. So you're going to do your arrow there. If you get what who understands how to do what this means on Miro? Who understands what to do with this decision point on Miro? If you understand it, just say I do, I do, I do. Sorry, Miro is not opening on my system. I don't know what happened. So I'm not able to go to Miro and show you. But I want to be sure you understand what to do with this decision point. They're going to draw that thing that looks like kite and then start linking it, right? And link it. So you see, I did not rush it. Many of us rush AI, generate the entire user flow for me, generate the entire BRD, do everything for me. You want enter. Oh yeah. To now bring up, you now say ChatGPT is stupid. No, calm down. Do you understand? From there, you say welcome screen. For those who are going to welcome now, short value proposition. This will be maybe one particular screen before they now go to the decision points. Maybe get started or learn more. When they go to learn more, you can show them some carousel about the features, which is optional. Can you see how AI can help you think better? Proceed to sign up. Sign up, login. Do you understand? Now, let me now show you how to prototype. There's another particular AI. Now, all the things you have done here, all the things you have done here, as simple as it is, don't rush, don't also rush AI. Now, this is the new, there's another new AI that has been brought up. I will just take us through it before I show you example. Now, I've shown you how to write prompt. Let's not waste time. But before that, let me even show you more. Let me show you more. Your welcome screen, you see, get started, learn more. Now, for your sign up, there is option. You can either do email or password. Can you see? Did you think about this? No. But you can also do Google, Apple social login, maybe Facebook, login with Instagram, whatever. Decision point. If they succeed, they go to profile setup. If they fail, they have to retry or they continue as guests. You have seen the steps and all of these things. You have to go and draw it on Miro. Don't go and ask AI, draw it for me. If you are the type that will say AI, draw it for me, AI will take your job. Good. Go and draw it on Miro. This is enough for somebody to draw something. And don't just go and type it on AI before you think. Draw something yourself. It will make you understand how to even prompt AI to give you better output from what you have done. Now, we now go to profile setup. Parents name, location. If you drop location, there's a decision point. They can add child now. They will now go to child profile or skip for now and go to dashboard. Now, if they're adding child profile, to add child profile, name, age, interest. Decision point, add another child or done, proceed, connection goals. Connection goals, you will ask them some questions. What matters in your parenting journey? Quality time, emotional bonding, learning together. Decision point, you can set goals or you can skip. Skipping is important because don't forget what we saw on Airbnb. You don't want to waste your users' time. They can come and give you those information later. Whatever you can skip now, skip. You are prototyping. It's not out. You understand? Permission request. Explain why each is needed. If they want to notification permission, you US people will understand this one. If they will use camera location, decision point, they can either allow or deny, which you proceed to dashboard. Then you now go to dashboard, two decision point, then it is done. Now see what I asked it. I asked for onboarding flow only. Onboarding, how they get to the app. Now there are other things you can do on the app. Now let me we have 30 minutes. This tool I use DeepSeek. You can use any AI. Many people that think anytime you go online to accuse AI, know that you're accusing yourself. Your prompt engineering has not gone through the 4 S's. That's why you are having issues. If your prompt engineering went through the 4 S, don't forget simplicity. Small, 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 small. As you have done this thing, you can go to the next phase again. Okay, now they've onboarded. I need a dashboard. I need a dashboard setup. For instance, you know what you want to have on your dashboard. Okay, okay. I can go to the next step. Kindly generate a dashboard um, outlay for a parent that will. Let's start from there. It can just be simple, but this is weak. You know your features, Abosede. You know those things, so you know what you are looking for. So a lot of things are going on, but let's leave all of this. Now, this is how to prototype. Prototyping is quite hard with AI, but what it does is that it makes you do better. Let's go back to our slides. Let's go back to our slides. Let's hold on. Okay, just a minute. So when you've done your Miro and all of that, then you've done you can either do low fidelity or you can skip the low fidelity phase depending on who you are working with. From there, you can go to high fidelity, which is digital prototyping. From this digital prototyping, your UI UX people, okay, can this is what they would this is digital prototyping is done by the UI UX people. All right, it's done by the UI UX people. They will now carry it and design it out fully. That's when you will now have your full UI UX. That one will look like this. Let me see if I have a full UI UX here. They will now design your full UI UX. That one will no longer be low fidelity. It will no longer be low fidelity. Let me see, where are my all projects? Let me go to all projects. Sorry, just a minute. Mm, ah, Network is very low. Sorry. Ah, okay. Maybe it's not here. It's supposed to be here now. Okay, later. I used to have. I'm trying to. Is this the wrong Figma I opened? But let me. But you all know how a fully designed Figma uses is, right? Ah, fair catch me. Thank God. Okay, so you can now come here. Do you understand? You can now come here where you have everything. Let me just open something for you that is not um, a big deal. You have high fidelity, something fully designed, something everybody can see. Do you understand? It doesn't have so your UI US person will give you something like this. They can give you something fully open, something clear, something fully done. Now, this may not have been coded. By the time your UI UX gives you something like this in prototyping, it may not. Yes, yes, I know. I've shifted. Thank you, Olatunji. So your UI UX will give you something like this. This is done, but this doesn't have code yet. You can click on any part of it. Do you understand? It's called prototyping. They just prototype it. You can click through to see, oh, okay, this is nice. You can see it. You can see what it looks like. You can see a lot of things. You can see that these things are moving. You can see that these things are moving. It does not is not coded. It's just Figma. Your UI US guy will give you all of this. I did not design this. Following your user flow. By the time they give you all of this, what will come next is what we call testing. That's the next phase in design thinking. Testing. Um, we have gone through all of this. So this is high fidelity. Yeah. What I showed you earlier on is high fidelity. When they have given you your high fidelity, the next thing is called testing in design thinking. Now, test is two different ways. If it is only, that prototype is not just one thing. In your prototype, of course, in some cases, it's only the design. If it's only the design they have done, they can do usability testing. Usability testing is simple. Listen to me. Usability testing is simple. It's just to help you understand if what you have said the users will do, the user can do it just by going through the system. The reason why you are not coding it yet is because if some things are not looking like it, you can easily correct it on design. So what we try to do in product management is to reduce the number of efforts wasted. So for instance, we start correcting on user flow already. User flow is just boxes. It's easy to correct there. That's why some people do wireframes. Wireframes is not quite large. You can correct some things there, but wireframes is stressful most times because as if the designer is doing it twice. Because don't forget that you are duplicating a lot of screens. So imagine if you have duplicated it on wireframe and you now have to color it. Then why are you? It's a waste of time for you. So most times, developers, designers don't like wireframing. And as a product manager, don't be rigid. Understand why. For instance, let me show you why many of them may not even like it. They have worked on black and white for the longest, and they have duplicated that screen. Now they have over 40 screens on their system. Now you are now trying to tell them to now, "Oh, thank you. I now like your wireframe. It's very perfect. Now let's," except you're doing the wireframe yourself. But if you're not the one doing wireframe, I don't think it's fair to tell the designer to do wireframe. That's my own. Oh, your own product manager may be different. You may want them to do it. The ball is in your court. If you don't understand, this is what I'm saying. They could have duplicated this screen to do a lot of things because in UIs there are so many repetitive screens. Do you understand? So many repetitive screens. So they could have duplicated. Let me see frame two. They could have duplicated this frame. Always label your frames properly because this is class. That's why I did not label frames. They could have duplicated this 50 times just to adjust. Any UI UX person knows there's a lot of duplication going on. Do you understand? Now imagine you now come and now say, yes, I'm perfect. You now say they should start again. Now they now start. The question remains, they did not paint this thing before. Do you understand? They did not paint them before. Now they need to paint them. Especially in a case where they did not do tokenization. Don't worry, it's not for you. If they did not do tokenization, that means they cannot automatically just paint. Now imagine now they are now painting, they are now adding high fidelity all through about 50 pages they have done. That's a waste of time. So before you do agidi, pity them. That's why as a product manager, you should know a bit of on some of these things so that you can manage the people delivering on them. The reason why your developers and designers don't talk to many, are very rude to some of the managers is because you don't know anything about how it's done. You're just bringing commands and you're messing people up, so they get angry at you. So testing, design thinking is a non-linear process. That's why you must test. So we've tested it, we've seen the idea, it's not looking like it, it's not fine. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's stressful for parents. Let's go back to it. It's not a straight line. Edit. I've done empathy, I'm not going back there again. I've done design, I'm not going back there again. I've done ideate, I'm not going back there again. No. It's scattered. So this is now it. Can you see? Empathy, design, ideate, prototype, test. At any point, let me read it for you. I said design thinking is a non-linear process. Design thinking process should not be seen as a concrete and inflexible approach to design. The component stages identified should serve as a guide to the activities you carry out. The stages might be switched, conducted concurrently, or repeated several times to gain the most informative insight about your users. You can decide to go to the market again. Maybe you did the first one, maybe you call some parents to do better testing, they tested, they started complaining. You can do another research again. And of course, it helps you. Can you see now how we now do the arrow? Scatter, 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 scatter. It can be any way. It's called design thinking. It's not a linear process. It's non-linear. So that's on testing. That's it about design thinking. Before I go into I want our last 20 minutes to be on how to use AI to prototype. Now, don't forget they are still testing these AI tools. Okay, so don't just go and say, "Oh, well, the UI UX people don't need you again. Code developers don't need you again." No, it just gives a better way for them to see your design. So let me help you. In this diagram, there is coding. If you did not code your Figma, the kind of prototyping, the kind of testing you will do. Let me write it for you. If you do not code, the kind of testing you will do is just usability testing. Usability testing to just see how you can use it. Don't worry, you should not be the one doing that. Of course, you should do part of it, but the bulk of it will be done by the tester. There are always software testers. They will do usability testing. If this is all you did, but if the prototype involved that they have done coding on it, the other testing you can now do. You understand? System, a lot of other testings, a lot of software testing. Let me just put software testing literally. There is a lot of tests you have to carry out. You are testing for feasibility. No, not feasibility, sorry. You are testing functionality if it's working. You are testing for bugs. You are testing. So don't say because it's design, it does not involve coding. No. It's just the level to which you want to do your prototyping. That's all. So the prototype in the real sense, it has to look like it fully. So your design thinking must happen from the beginning towards the end of the product life cycle. It never ends. You keep thinking. Now, apart from if you don't want to use Figma and all these things to prototype, there's another tool that is out that is used in prototyping that can also help you to even see your idea better than you were seeing it. This particular um, slides I want to take you through is just two. Yeah, it's just one self. It's going to help you to see how prototyping is done better in the 21st century and with the advent of AI. So it's simple. Like I said, there are 8 best practices. It's simple. Define small, small steps of your product. Let me just help you. Let me not waste time. There is a tool I will show you now. It's called, there are different tools you can use for AI prototyping. You can look for them, but I will take you through one they call Lovable. Lovable is very common in the design, in the product management world lately. Okay, Lovable, Lovable. It's everywhere. The whole world is talking of Lovable now, and the reason is because they are improving. Now, let me log in. You can start without even logging in. So I won't log in. I won't waste my time. Lovable, what Lovable does literally is to write the codes and show you the application real time. So you do not need, people use it to prototype. But before I go there, let me tell you about AI prototyping. I said, ah, what are the benefits? What are the benefits? No, Lovable is not for coding. It doesn't even code it. You just prompt. It's another prompting. You prompt, but it writes the code and gives you how the application will look. So it even helps you to test, and you can interact with it. So what product managers use it for is that it helps you to test your idea. Of course, a developer can also use it to speed up his coding. But as a product manager, you can also use it to see it helps you to brainstorm your idea better. You can easily see a prototype version. You can send the link to people to even use it to see is this thing reasonable faster before you even start calling a designer and a developer. So it's a better way to prototype and a faster way to ship your products. So what did I say? I said the benefits is simple. Just a minute. So you can create a prototype based on text. Number two, it creates more interactive prototype. And then you have access to customer data. Do you understand? You can, it's, I don't know how to say it. It's live, but I will show you. I will show you now. And I will send you the link. All of you can see it. I will send the admin to send it to your chat if possible, if you can click the link, but you will understand. So um let's do a social media app. Is that okay? For example, let's build a social media app for parents. Let's start with that. Let's start with it. So you have to, for instance, if you understand UI UX, also it will help you. But you're not doing too much. In fact, let me not even act all serious. Let me not even act us serious. Let's start with this app. You may not understand how your landing page will look. I've taught, that's why I taught you how to prompt. If you are writing prompt anyhow on ChatGPT and you are going away with it, when you get to AI platforms that you are using for prototyping and becoming a smarter product manager, your rubbish prompt will show you. It will show. So for instance, let's do it this way. I am okay. Create now, we know how login is going to look, right? For this parenting app. But we don't know how landing page is going to look. We know the idea, but let me try. Create a landing page for a solution that helps parents connect better to children and help um, them monitor children remotely. Are you guys with me? I can't see comments. Can you see my screen? Now, I've asked for this. Let me see your comments first. I feel many of us maybe. Please just stay with me. It's not hard. It's the same prompt you're using. The same prompt you're using. Now, do you see many apps you like? Like for instance, if you go to LinkedIn on your laptop, it has three columns. Okay, okay. Abosede, I need the current features you have for your solution. Give me five. Five of the features you have for your solution fast. Just give me five of the features. You're just trying to see how your application will look. Okay, it will be like a social media connection as well, where and parents, guardians, etc. can share. I need features. I need features because I want to be specific. I want it to have three columns. You know the way applications have three columns. Left column, left column, we have the features, in a side bar menu. Now I'm writing all these things because I've been interacting with applications for a while, so I know some things. The middle column will be the feed and all of that. The right column will also have other features, requests, friends, etc. Now, while you're writing your features, what I've done now, you see how I detail my stuff. Let it go. Enter. Okay, you say I should log in. Let me log in. I used to. I know I have. Now I can sign in with Google. No, no, Ambassador, we've been working since now, and I know we have discussed features for this your product in the course of this class. I cannot forget. So you should have features already, except you have used it to it. But this is, in fact, there are courses on this online. If you get to Lovable, allow you might waste time, Jare. Skip. Okay, so go. Now I can tell you to go. Okay. Now, what you're doing with this, don't forget it's prototyping. You can go online. Lovable can do way more than this. You can connect it to backend data. You can connect to, it can be live, literally, without a UI UX doing anything, without a developer doing anything. But they will still have to do something at some point. Well, I'm just saying that for saying sake, actually. They may not do anything at all. Yes, there are products you can ship fully with AI if you can learn them well. If you get to your YouTube, you see full courses on Lovable. You can. I will encourage you to take courses on two products, Lovable and Framer. Framer and Lovable. You will be able to, so that you can. What it does to you is you can see how your idea looks like before you start stressing people. You can see how your idea looks like before you start stressing people. Now it's working. If I show you what it's doing, you can see what it's doing literally. When you say it's working, I just don't want to show you so that you not be scared. This is what it's doing. No, this is what it's doing. It's writing the code line by line, line by line, line by line, line by line, just writing. That's what it's literally doing. But you don't need to see all of that anyway. So a lot of people just keeps writing, and when it's done, it gives you it gives you the picture of what you say you want. Now, if it has error, like I said, it's still within process. Just tell it to fix it. Fix it easily. You're not a developer. You're not trying to be one. Okay. It helps you to see your idea better. It helps you to see what you're doing. You won't stress people. You can know features to knock off. You can know placements. You can know placements. You can know placements. I'm coming. Now look at it. Now this is what we have. I can send you a link. I can send you a link of these things that this thing I have now. I can literally send you a link of it. The moment I click publish is open and I can still work on it. It's just prototyping. Now, this thing I've done, if you see what people are prototyping, they can they can do this is the link. If I share the link, you can see it. This link, anybody can see it, but it will have loadable. Now, can you see what I have? Parent Connect. See what you have on the left. Home. Let me share the tab for you. Let me share a bigger tab. Now, see what you have. Framer, like frame. Framer. But this is lovable. Now, let me show you. Now, this is prototyping. You know that the other prototyping, you use wireframe. By the time you've done it to this point, a UI/UX person can see differently. But you can see where your prompt engineering will fail if we destroy you. You were doing it for ChatGPT, Ungelo. You were writing rubbish. You are saying it's ChatGPT. Now it's not ChatGPT. This thing can, let me shock you. You can connect this thing to backend. You can fill in your data. So it's how you now write. What they are trying to do is that you can create with natural language. You don't have to use coding language to create. I'm using a free version. You can imagine if I'm premium, if I'm on premium. So hold on. This is we just started. We're on a long journey on this thing. We're on a very, very long journey. As you are saying this is beautiful already. I hope you now see the dangers of AI. Because the more I use these things, the more I realize the world is in trouble. Let's leave that aside first. Now you see what I have. Now you see what it has done. A UI/UX person will know what it takes to do this thing with front end and back end. A UI/UX person knows what it takes to do this thing. This thing that does this zoom in and zoom out I just did. It will do it for you. And you have the code base. That's the good thing. You have the code base. Now you can begin to add features to it. Now let's do something. You see what you have seen there? You saw the feeds. Somebody wrote something, likes, comments. You now can I add comments? No. Good. Let me show you what I'll do next. I cannot add comments. I'm coming. I want to I want to add to the instruction. You are not in trouble, please. So you are blessed. I'm just teaching you something. Now I want to add to the instruction. I'm telling it to extend the home page. Fine, it has 3 sessions, but um, I want you to add something. I want you to add something to the panels. Okay, I want you to add some things. It's not life made easy, oh, it's jobs lost, oh, auntie. So what you are doing before you not even talking to now, you can carry this thing now and now talk to an investor. Okay, uncle, I'm working on this thing. What? Instead of you saying, I've done user story, I've done no, you can show them this thing. This is how it's supposed to work. Is this life? No, it's not life. Can you see? So your prototyping is better. Even if you want to talk to your boss, you can give him this. Now, I want you to add users photo link to profile. I want you to add icons. I want you to add notification on the left panel. I've written it there. On the center panel, I want you to add text, images, make it better, list of comments. On the right panel, I want you to add search bar and trending topic. Then the post is very low. I want you to add it so that we can display 10 random posts. Okay? So let's see what this gives us. Let's see, it's going to start working again. Now, what I'm trying to do is to see what I'm trying to create and see how it works. Now, don't get me wrong, you can see the mobile version. You can see the mobile version. It's just the desktop. You can do phone version as many as it can do. It's these people have. So it's creating that again. We can update. So what you will do is I will also still tell you to do a lot of things. Now you see how I'm not rushing it, how I'm going step by step, typing what I want. That's what AI. What's going on? My screen is not sharing. Oh, okay. Sorry. I might be no. Okay. Oh, sorry. Now look at my instructions. Look at my instructions. Look at my instructions. Please pull up my screen, admin. Be fast. We have just 5 minutes to leave this place. I need my screen. Away. Hello. All right. So you can see I'm telling you to add some things. Now I cannot I cannot do this. Your product. So that's why. So what we're trying to do now is to reward thinkers, people that can think. You've thought about your product. That's why I could add all of this. And I've researched around different products. So you can see that this is different. By the time I'm now talking to my developer and my UI UX person, they can see they're better. In fact, they will even celebrate you. They will know you have worked. The funny thing is, the code base is there. Now, it has updated it, in case you do not know. This is what it has said. It said, now look at what we have now. We now have notification. We now have chat. Do you understand? We now have place for profile picture. I will show you. Um, According to what we said, it has added those things. Do you understand? It has added those things one by one, one by one. When I'm done, I will copy this link. I will send to the admin so that you people can see. I can still give you more instructions. Gently, I will just be adding my features one by one, one by one. In fact, there's a way you can connect it to backend and databases so that people can interact with it. People can field, some people can log in and you will receive their data. People can test completely. So, I don't want us to. Let me just update this. I have the link already. We have the link. All of us have the link. So we can just update it. Now, what we have here now, what can we see? It has now changed it better than what we saw earlier. You can see what's on your mind, where I can add photos, where I can add location, checking. You can see trading topic to the right, just like you have LinkedIn, right? Then it has increased it to 10 posts, like I asked. Do you understand? Finally, before we close, let me give it one more instruction that can show that we're going. So, what do we want them to do? Do you understand? Um, what do we want parents to be able to do? What do we want parents to be able to do? What do we want parents to be able to do? There are things we can tell parents to do. I want to. Okay, let me add a prompt to it. Let me add a prompt to it. Just a simple, not too much. If you go online, you can just look for videos on AI prototyping, maybe with Lovable or any other tool, and learn it. Don't carry from if you are in this, don't carry empty applications to your design team anymore. Prototype it crazily. What I want to tell you to do now is to add a new post. I just want to see how it will look. Input text, use an avatar. Input text of maybe 300 characters. Let us attach one picture. I want to be able to cancel and post buttons, add some buttons that can make me cancel and post. Also, I want to be able to comment under it. Leave a space for another. Let me share this tab. Another user to comment. Then let's see what we get. Now it's going to update it. Now, no, this is not even about video. Don't forget you have a product you're working on. So stay on your own product. Don't go too far. Just be updating based on your features. By the time it's done, there are a lot of work to do that I wish I can show you. It's not as simple as ChatGPT. You have to be going step by step. It's it's not like coding, but it's quite close to it. You have a lot of work to do. You connect it to backend, but it's simple. It won't take you 2 hours of following a video to be able to do something reasonable. Why am I saying what I'm saying? The world has changed and you must change with it. So as you're prototyping, you are testing, and you don't need to do too much air. The moment your developer say, "Oh, I get the idea now," you can go with them. And I can even tell you that before you even start, sometimes you may need to even beg a lot of people to even get a version of your application before you start talking to investors. But these ones, you can use Lovable and other things. Just subscribe, I'm sure, and the payment is not too much per month. The pricing is not too much for something like this. But now it has added all of that. I can create new posts, people can comment. Do you understand? It has added a lot of other things. So let me just not waste all our time. But you get the idea. So that's how prototyping works with AI. Our time is fast spent, and we need to close now. So I've shown you step by step with prompts. And again, the last thing I said, it will help you to use AI in continuous product discovery. You can see features that are working, you can see features that are not working. Do you understand? So that's what AI prototyping has does. It's the ultimate guide for product managers. I will send in 2 links. You can look through them, and that they will also help you to. I will send you 2 links. Number one is the link for this particular one we just did, and then I will also send you link on a place that can even help you to learn how to prototype better using AI. It's not vibe coding. This is not, of course, it's close to vibe coding, but you are not trying to finish the product. You are just prototyping. Thank you very much, guys. I have to move now. I have another engagement urgently. So I will send the 2 links via you to the admin, and then you can look through them together. Thank you very much. I'm putting it on the chat box for the admin now. That's why I've not closed this class, so that they can use them for you. So admin, these are the 2 links. Please, let's find a way to get it to them. Thank you. Have a great day, guys. Let me put in my thank you. So by next week, you'll be looking at other features, other things in product management that you guys will learn. Please put your energy into this. God bless you.